Wolf pack, wolf pack, wolf pack. How for my dogs, they gon' wolf back. Wolf pack, wolf pack, wolf pack. How for my dogs, they gon' wolf back. Wolf pack, wolf pack, wolf pack, wolf pack, wolf pack, wolf pack. How for my dogs, they gon' wolf back.
Happy Tuesday, Wolves!
Oh, Tuesday, the Rainbow Army is back. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, non-binary, or just the alley of people being who they are and expressing themselves. It will be on Monday, November 14th at 2:45 through 3:45 in the Wellness Center, room 109.
Make sure y'all check in with Anime Club tomorrow. They should be playing a very good video. Y'all might be interested in watching it. Hey guys, welcome back to Table Talk Tuesdays. Today we have Mr. Simonton here. We're going to ask some questions about Veterans Day.
First question I have for you is, how did Veterans Day originate?
Well, I'm not quite sure the date that we started celebrating it in this country, and other countries have the celebration of their people that have served their nation. But the reason why we celebrate it on November 11th, and it's always the 11th every single year, is because the conclusion of the First World War was conducted in a passenger car just outside of France, and the surrender document was signed the 11th month, the 11th day, and 11 o'clock in the morning. So 11, 11, 11. And so that's why we always celebrate it on the 11th day of the 11th month, November 11th, because it was the end of the war, November 11th, 1918, the First World War, which was supposedly the war to end all wars. And you know, less than 20 years later, we got back into the most destructive conflict mankind has ever known, the Second World War, with close to 100 million dead. So we didn't learn our lessons.
How do you feel about veterans? Yeah,
How do you feel about the whole?
How do you feel about it?
I definitely believe that before we used to honor our veterans a great deal, but now I got a feeling that it seems to me that we just don't honor them enough with all the the problems that they have with PTSD and the physical ailments and what they suffer in combat. I don't think that we do as much as we should be doing for them, especially when you're making such a commitment to even lay down your life for your nation. And I don't think quite, it's a lot of double talk by politicians that they claim to honor our veterans, yet they're the first ones to send them in, but not the ones to take care of them when they come back. So it's kind of just what. So I think we definitely need to honor our veterans, those that are still living and those that have given their lives in the past and those that have served our country. Absolutely.
And that's all. Thank you.
There will be no school on Friday due to Veterans Day. Also, stay tuned for a video celebrating Native American heritage.
A tragic part of the history of the United States is the unfair treatment of Native Americans. When Europeans began to colonize the Americas, Native Americans were greatly impacted. Often, the Native Americans were forced off their tribal lands. Great numbers of Native Americans died from diseases brought and spread by the European settlers. Native American Heritage Day, and now month, is dedicated to recognize the true origins of the United States and the rich history, culture, and contributions of the great people that have been forgotten in history. The importance of Native American Heritage Day. Native American Heritage Day counteracts the painful Thanksgiving holiday and serves as a powerful reminder of the people who lived in America before the arrival of the European settlers. Overall, it should be used to celebrate and uplift Native Americans. Native Americans are any of the indigenous or native tribes that live or lived in North, Central, and South America. Each of these groups has a unique culture and way of life. Because of this beautiful diversity, and in order to appreciate Native Americans, it is better to recognize the beauty of individual cultures rather than overgeneralize them or stereotype them. For example, it is more respectful to call Native Americans by their specific tribe names rather than just the general term Native American. celebrating Native American Heritage Day. President George H.W. Bush declared November as Native American Indian Heritage Month. In his bill, the president asked federal, state, and local governments, as well as groups, organizations, and the people of the United States to observe the month with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. This national holiday is celebrated in November every year across America. It's a time when Native American families come together, share stories, spend quality time together, and tell folk tales passed down the generations. It is a special time for Native Americans to celebrate their heritage and share it with others. 1 week is set aside for Native Americans to wear their native footwear, including moccasins. Another week is set aside for traditional dress. Let's all make an effort to correct past prejudice and erasure of Native American culture and a lack of knowledge about America's indigenous peoples. For more information on Native American Heritage Day, head to twinkle.com.